For things Joe Pesci can teach you in your internet marketing business. Joe Pesci is one of my favorite actors. Everything about him is so awesome: his demeanor, his voice, his intimidation, and most of all his height. Of course, it's not really Joe Pesci, but rather his characters, Tommy DeVito from Goodfellas and Nicky Santoro from Casino, that are more relevant towards what I will be talking in this article. So, as I write this article, think about Joe Pesci from the context of Tommy and Nicky. Point 1. I don't give a darn attitude. Joe Pesci does not give a darn about anyone, no matter how big the other person may be or how complicated the situation may be. He just works his way through with brute force. In internet marketing, sometimes you just need to put your head down and get to work, like an ostrich in the sand, and not be distracted by the latest PPV product or the recent Google loophole tactic or the hyped-up push-button systems sold on ClickBank. Like Pesci, don't give a darn about these shiny things, even if they may warn you that your business will end if you don't purchase their course. Point 2. Persistent. Ever watched the opening scene of Goodfellas when Joe stabs the victim repeatedly, or the pen scene in Casino when he takes on the rude guy who badmouths De Niro? How can anyone forget the lines from Casino? You beat Nicky with fists, he comes back with a bat. You beat him with a knife, he comes back with a gun. And if you beat him with a gun, you better kill him, because he'll keep coming back and back until one of you is dead. Adopt a similar attitude in your online business. When you work on a project, work towards it until you get results. There is a thin line between persistence and foolishness. What I mean is that there are certain projects that will fail, and in that case, you have to learn from your mistakes than waste more time, effort, and money persisting with them. Point 3. Never afraid. Joe Pesci is never scared in those two movies because he is the one intimidating. When you enter into a market or niche, don't be intimidated by the competition. Instead, work on getting your share of the market. Competition is good because it means there is money to be made. Point 4. Don't let your limitations get the better of you. If you think about it, to think Joe Pesci would be a good fit for a gangster's role is funny because he is not that big, broad, heavy-muscled 7-foot guy. Joe is a short guy, but I have never felt even for an instant that he is not convincing as a gangster because he was able to compensate for his lack of height with his voice, his demeanor, and his presence. Similarly, in internet marketing, you are not bound to be good at everything. But don't let that get the better of you. Personally speaking, I had this mental block that being an international, I would never be successful in internet marketing because people would not understand my accent or they wouldn't want to purchase from a non-English guy. Once I realized that it was more of an inner obstacle I created for myself, I was able to work on my projects with a lot of conviction and self-belief.